Hey, class, we're at the point now where we need to start thinking about some of the things that happen in the future. One is we're going to need to put some lights in this building, and so in order to do that, we need to first and foremost put ceilings in each of the rooms. Now, you can put a ceiling here in the garage. That's definitely allowed, and if you want to call it a finished garage, you can also put drywall on the interior walls of the garage to make it a little more finished off. That is an upscale luxury for most homes. There are some conditions though, so we need to talk about that real quick. Because of fire code, the walls that are adjacent to or adjoining to the house have to be 5/8 inch thick chipboard instead of half inch, and that includes the ceiling. And you have to extend that 4 feet beyond the corner intersections. So it'll be this entire wall here and here. Um, that's kind of one of those things. So you can't put. It's really hard to match half-inch chipboard with 5/8 chipboard. So you end up using the entire length of the wall in order to keep the wall flush, unless you've got a architectural feature there like a column or something to break that up. Likewise, the gypsum board around the stairway is also 5/8 of an inch thick. That's the ceiling and the walls. These are the two areas that we have the most critical need for fire protection. The staircase is to get people in and out of the building in a fire, and the garage is because that's where most of our house fires tend to start. So those are things to be in consideration of. But we're going to go ahead and put the ceiling in right now. We're going to use go architectural tab, go to ceiling. You have two ceilings to begin with here. You have well, there's a generic one. We won't call that really a ceiling. You have 2x4 acoustic tile ceiling. If you're in the classroom right now and you look up, that's what's above your head. These are made out of recycled paper and are really good for sound absorption. They can be painted, they can be sculpted. You can put lights in them. They're pretty flexible ceilings. And then the standard is the gypsum board ceiling or sheetrock ceiling. This is the one we're going to do in the house right now. So we're going to go here and start that. Once you've activated that, we're going to do an automatic ceiling selection. You can do a sketch if you want to make more controlled features with it and mix up the shapes a little bit. Maybe do an architectural feature on that ceiling. But we'll do automatic. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'll pull that across. Notice that we want to keep those areas contained. Now, here in the kitchen, it's going to do this entire area, which isn't a problem. But I've also got this entire area here for the hallway. And if you want to, when you have these areas that flow in, especially where you have like the master suite here, it is all the whole thing is one big ceiling. And I may want to separate that out a little bit just to control where those ceilings are. So I can, you never know. So I want to control it. So I'm going to start here in this great room here, this kitchen area. I'm going to separate this family room from the dining room. Now to do that, once I go into the architectural tab and I'm in the ceiling mode, I need to get out of that mode for a minute. So I'm going to hit cancel. And in my architecture tab, I have this thing called a room separator. Now that room separator is going to be really important for some things down the road here a little bit. And it's going to kind of help with some room designations. I'm going ahead to separate these rooms out. And I'm just going to draw a line right across that carpet line there that we put in earlier. And likewise, I'm going to divide right through here on this carpet line as well. And divide this space so I keep that separate as well. Because my ceiling is actually controlled by where walls are. And I don't always have full control of that if I have an open space here. So I'm going to do another one here, another room separator here. I'm going to make an entryway here so the hallway is separate from the rest of the house. Now, once I've done that, I go back to the architectural tab. I select my ceiling, and I notice my ceiling is going to be set right now to 9.1. it needs to be below the top of your walls because, again, it's the walls that set the boundaries. So when I bring this in now, notice that that separator wall did not change this at all. And I'm fine with that because there's really no wall there to create a separation. So when we place these, just keep in mind that you might need to do a little bit of manipulating to get things exactly as you want. So I'm going to go ahead and put these ceilings in. Start here in this great room. It said chime. And it's going to tell me that I cannot see it because it's above my head, and that's fine. Don't forget the pantry, the laundry room, the hallway, the closet, the powder room. Go ahead and do the garage. The I can't remember, this was a formal dining room. We have the family front room here, living room, excuse me. We have this office den, the closet, the master bath and suite, the toilet room, his closet, her closet, or vice versa. That should give me all of our ceilings. Now, in order to see those, we have to use a section cut. So these section cuts become really important. So then right click and then go to view. And in here, this is where my ceiling is. Right there. That's the ceiling line. And that carries through the entire house. Now, I can fix that all in one sweep because my walls are 10-foot walls. So what I'm going to do is I've got them selected here. I'm going to go back to the main level floor line there, right click, I'm going to select all instances in the project because I haven't put them anywhere else. Now, again, they don't show. They will show if you go to your ceiling plan and go to your main level floor line. There's the ceilings. And I notice I've got some gaps. I did not get ceilings in these areas. So that's kind of fun. So I need to go back architecture. And I wonder why I did that one. That's kind of odd. That's kind of really odd there. Because we've got walls over these areas. So go back to ceiling. I'm going to add one here and here. And I don't know why it's got a problem with that one, but for some reason it did. Okay, so now, while we're here, let's take a look at this. Main level floor line, this symbol versus this symbol. This shows a gridded ceiling in there. So keep that in mind as you look at your tabs. Don't get these mixed up. It will cause problems. Then jump back to the section, grab a ceiling, go back to the ceiling plan, right click, select all instances in this view now. And so I've still got, this must be just the high cabinet I put in. I can't remember it now, but so now I've got ceilings in all the areas of the house. And all I have to do now is go into modify. And I'm going to take and bring them all up to just 10 foot even. Oops, get that to highlight 10 and foot. Apply that. And then go back to the section. And now they are up near the top plates of where that wall is going to be. Okay. Well, there you go. That is placing the ceilings. Make sure you get them all done. Time to go to work.